Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss one of the future of the Java 8. So that is, we are going to discuss today interface changes. Interface changes means, so before Java 8 in interface, we are able to define the only abstract methods, public abstract methods. But from the Java 8 onwards, we are able to define the default and static methods also in interface. Okay, so they are providing the option and provision to define the default static methods in the interface. That means we are able to define the three types of methods in the interface. Those are the public abstract methods, default, and static methods. We'll see public abstract methods. What is the use of the defining the public abstract methods? So we are going to achieve the abstraction by using the public abstract methods. But in this case, we are able to see the other types of methods. What are the two other types of methods? One is the default, another one is static methods. In this case, we are going to see what is the exact use of the default and static methods in the interface. Okay, practically we are going to see it, guys. Okay, so this is the project so we created previously. So if you are following my videos in the Spring Boot Quick View review tutorial, we created this project. So I'm going to use the same project to explain the Java 8 features also. If you are anybody new to this video, please watch my Spring Boot quick tutorial also. It will be help you to understand the Spring Boot. Okay. So now we are going to discuss the default and static methods in the interface, right? So now we are going to create one vehicle class. So this is a code we already done previously, but I will explain each and everything practically now. Okay, so now I'm going to create one interface. So now we have to create the interface only, right? Why we are creating interface? So our topic is default and static methods in the interface, right? So this is the interface we created. Okay, so before Java 8, how many types of methods we can able to create? Only one type, that is the public abstract abstract methods. So in vehicle, so I'm going to take the uh, interface name as a vehicle. So if you take a vehicle, so what are the common activities we are going to perform the vehicles? Start the vehicle, clean the vehicle, stop the vehicle, and honking the horn. Okay, so these are the common operations, right? So based on these common operations, we are going to define the some abstract methods, some default methods, some static methods. So we'll explain it. So first one is the start. So I'm able to define the an abstract method. So okay, so see guys, so this contains the only public abstract method. So that means if we want to use this method, what we have to do, we need to provide the implementation for this interface, right? So vehicle means, so it is not about the only one particular category, right? So vehicle means bikes, cars, and even cycle also. These all are comes under the vehicle category. So now we are going to create the three categories. One is the car, bike, and cycle. So the way of operation is different, right? So if you want to start the car, you will perform the some operations. If you want to start the bike, you need to perform the some operations. If you want to, so bike, cycle, we are not going to start it, but we are going to do the some activity to move forward, right? So such type of operations is completely different, but those all are traveling purpose. Those all categories we are going to use traveling purpose only. Those are comes under the vehicle category only, right? So first I am going to take the first category as car. Okay, class as a car. Second one I am going to take as the bicycle. Bicycle. Hmm? See, first one is the car, second one is the bicycle. But so these are the completely independent classes, right? I didn't inherit the feature of the vehicle class. In vehicle class, what is the method we have? We start method. So if you want to start the car, what we have to use? We need to use the start method, right? So we need to inherit the features of the vehicle interface. So, so this is implementation keyword we are going to use to inherit the feature of the interface. Okay. So in car, so what we have to do? We need to unimplemented the. Okay. This one is car. Next one is same thing. What we have to do? Same thing we need to do for the bicycle also. So here we are going to do for the bicycle also. So here what we have to do? So we have to do here. So okay. Okay. So now, if it is car, what type of operations we are going to do here? So we are going to start the car. Okay. So we are going to do what we are going to do here. We are going to do the. I mean, it is simply like starting the car only, right? So it is going to start the car. But in case of the bicycle, we are not going to start the car. What we are going to? So we are going to pedaling. Okay. So we are going to do the pedaling of the. So So the difference, we have the two difference, right? So if it is car, we need to do some activity to run the car. If it is bicycle, we need to do some activity to run the bicycle. So based on the interface, this is the interface, this is a vehicle interface. We have the start. So in the start, if it is car, we are going to work as one way. If it is bicycle, we are going to work as one way. Both are the different things, right? So this is the actual thing in the before Java. So we can able to define only abstract method. But in our case, in Java 8, what we introduce. So in Java 8, what we introduce, I mean Java 8, what are the features we have? So we have the two features. One is that we can able to define the default and static methods. Okay. First we'll discuss about the default methods. Hmm? Why default is required? So okay. First we'll discuss about the default method. Here we have the method called honk. So what is the purpose? We are going to honking the horn. Okay, we are going to honking the horn. So if it is car, I mean once you define default method in the interface, it is not required to override in the child classes. Okay, so this is a one method, one default method. So it is optional. It is optional to child class to override default methods. Hmm? So if when we are going to override, so we need to have the particular situation, then only we are going to override it. So this is a common logic here. So this is a common logic. So what I did, so honking means honking the horn. So if it is car, definitely we need to do that activity. If it is bicycle, are we in bicycle, are do we have the horn in the bicycle? No, right? So that time we need to override this method. Where we need to override this method, over we need to override in the bicycle. Why? Because for bicycles we don't have the horn. Okay, for bicycles, definitely, right? For bicycles we don't have horn, right? Yeah, simple. Bicycle we don't have any horn, so we are going to override this one. See, I mean, so we have the default method. So that I mean, let's say an example. So if I declare the honk as a abstract method, so it is going to be mandatory for the each and every child class to override the default method. But in some cases it is not required to override that methods to in specific classes. In this case I have the only two classes, car and bicycle. So in car class, it is not required to override. Why? Because this is a common activity I am able to do. So it is common activity. But if it is by skill, so it is not. I mean, it is not applicable to this by skill, right? That in that case, I am going to override this honk method. Hmm? Okay. So So, I mean, what is the real use in real time? So, let's say an example. If you are working with any project, so you are going to define one interface, you define one some APIs, and the interface implement to hundreds of classes. So, if you include one abstract method, it will be effect to the all your implementation classes. You must override this method in the all implementation classes. So, it is the not recommended way, right? So, for that purpose, they introduced one default method. So if any, I mean, so I created one API. So I provided implementation with a multiple situation. I mean, multiple classes. So only one specific situation, one implementation required one specific functionality. That time, if I add that method as a abstract method, that time you need to override that particular implementation in all the child classes. But instead of doing that activity, so by using default methods, we are going to add one method. So, so if it is required any specific class, in that class only we are going to override this one. Okay. Next, we are able to define the static methods also. So if you have any common logic, okay, if you have any common logic, so that logic, instead of providing in the implementation the each and every service class, we are going to provide that implementation in the interface itself only. Okay, what is the common like logic I'm going to, so this is a starting cleaning activity is a common for everything, right? So this is going to be common for the all the vehicles, right? So if it is a car also, we are going to clean every week, or if it is vehicle also, we are going to clean every week. So this is a common operation. So like if you declare this clean as abstract method, you need to provide the implementation in the car class. At the same time, you need to provide the implementation in the bicycle class also. But what is the common thing? The common thing is cleaning activity. So if it is common to the every class, why we are providing the implementation in each and every class? So it is better to define one time and use whenever you want. So that is the correct way, right? So that's why they provide the static methods in the interface. So I hope you understand my point, guys. So, okay, so this is the main advantage of declaring the default and static methods in the interfaces. So thank you for watching video. So in the next video we are going to discuss about the date and time APIs.